Welcome to another episode of Angel's Awesome Minds podcast powered by Angel's Awesome Books.
Today we're getting into something really important for so many of you, parenting children with autism, learning disorders, kids who experience the world in these really powerful ways. We're talking about designing a sensory-friendly home, thinking of it as creating a genuine safe harbor for your child, a place to regulate, recharge, and just thrive.
Exactly. And that core idea, the sensory-friendly home, it's not just about, say, cutting out noise or bright lights, though that's part of it.
Right.
It's really about actively providing those comforting, organizing sensations. The goal is greater comfort, more happiness. So our mission here is to, pull out the key things, the actionable insights, to help you get closer to that calmer, happier home.
Okay, let's unpack this then. For parents listening, many already know about sensory processing basics. Right. So when we talk about something like the sensory profile checklist, how do we move beyond just seeking or avoiding? What are the subtle things they should look for?
That's a great point. It's easy to see the big categories, right? The child who loves crashing and jumping, seeking, the one sensitive to noise or textures avoiding.
Yeah.
But the real key is looking deeper. Look at the intensity. Look at the context. Is the seeking behavior, like meeting leap pressure, only happening when they're already overwhelmed?
No, okay.
Or maybe they hate visual clutter everywhere, but they actually crave the dynamic light from, say, a lava lamp in a quiet space. It's nuanced.
Right.
Many kids are a mix, and figuring out their specific patterns, the triggers, the soothers, that's where you can really tailor the support effectively. It's not just broad strokes.
That makes sense. So understanding their world is like charting the waters. Then the next step feels like actually building the dock, the safe harbor space.
Yeah.
What does that look like inside the home?
That's where the calm down corner comes in. It's basically a dedicated spot, safe, comforting, just for them when things get too much.
Okay.
And this is crucial. It's a retreat for regulation. It is never, ever a punishment space or a timeout spot.
Absolutely critical distinction.
Yes, you want it to feel inviting. So soft seating is huge. Think beanbag chairs, maybe big floor pillows. Some kids love those cozy peapod swings. Texture matters here too.
And beyond seating, I'm thinking about the general room environment. Those harsh overhead lights most homes have.
Yeah.
Probably not ideal.
Definitely not. Ambient light is just as important as the feel of the place.
Yeah.
So, ditch the harsh fluorescence if you can. Opt for gentler things. Warm tone string lights are nice. Maybe a color-changing jellyfish lamp or those bubble tubes. They provide visual input that's calming, not jarring.
Okay.
And you absolutely want some kind of weighted comfort, a small weighted lap pad, even a weighted stuffed animal. That deep pressure they provide, it's incredibly soothing.
It triggers that calming part of the nervous system, right?
Exactly. The parasympathetic system, the rest and digest mode. It feels like a secure hug, signals safety, helps the brain kind of quiet down.
Got it.
And then, for self-seathing, maybe a little basket with quiet fidgets, things like squishy balls, textured noodles, smooth stones, things they can manipulate without making noise.
And sound.
Oh, essential. Noise-canceling headphones. A must-have for blocking out overwhelming sounds. Gives them immediate control and peace. I worked with a family, actually.
Yeah.
Their child used to have huge meltdowns whenever the doorbell rang. Just instant overload. Once they set up the calm down corner with the headphones readily available, the child learned to go there immediately, put them on, and, within weeks, those doorbell meltdowns just drastically reduced. It was amazing.
Wow. And that affects everyone, doesn't it? That predictability, that calm. It must ripple out to the parents, too.
Absolutely.
So we've built the physical space, the safe harbor. How do we give them tools, maybe low-cost things, for navigating the everyday sensory stuff, both inside and outside that corner?
Great question, because it needs to integrate into daily life. There are some really impactful, low-cost things. One I love is the Tactile treasure bin.
Okay, what's that?
Super simple. Get a shallow bin. Fill it with a base material. Could be dry rice, pasta, sand, beans, whatever texture works for your child. Then hide small, interesting objects inside. Little toys, smooth rocks, different textured things.
And the benefit is?
It's calming tactile input. But more than that, it's like feeding their sensory system what it needs. Engaging with those textures stimulates neural pathways. It helps organize their brain's processing of sensation.
Ah, like a sensory diet kind of thing.
Precisely. It can reduce that feeling of being overwhelmed, improve focus, even help with fine motor skills. It's like a gentle recalibration.
That's brilliant.
And-
Really practical.
Yeah.
What else? What other simple things can parents weave into the day?
Another fantastic one is using heavy work helpers.
Heavy work. You mean like chores?
Kind of, but reframed. It's turning everyday tasks into activities that give that deep pressure input to muscles and joints. So pushing a laundry basket full of clothes, carrying a bag of groceries carefully, stacking books.
Okay, and that deep pressure, the proprioceptive input. Why is that so calming again?
It's your brain's sense of where your body is in space and what it's doing. When you activate those receptors in the muscles and joints, it sends organizing signals to the brain.
Right.
It helps map the body, provides this grounding sensation. It's like turning down the internal static, helping the child feel more centered, more put together. That directly calms the nervous system.
Makes sense. Okay, so tactile bin, heavy work. One more.
Yes, mindful massage moments. Doesn't have to be complicated. Gently massaging hands, feet, or back with lotion. The key is slow, predictable strokes.
Ah, predictability is important there.
Very. It offers calming tactile input, it's wonderful for connection, and it's great for winding down, maybe before bed.
These all sound so doable. And connecting back, you mentioned emotional regulation earlier. How does creating this sensory-friendly environment tie into helping kids manage their emotions better?
Yeah.
Is there a direct link?
Oh, absolutely direct. Think of sensory regulation as the foundation. If a child's sensory system is constantly overwhelmed or disorganized, they have far fewer internal resources left to manage big feelings. Their baseline is already stressed. So when you calm the sensory system, you build a stronger foundation.
Okay, so they're better equipped emotionally because they're not fighting sensory battles constantly?
Exactly. Then other tools, like maybe a positive affirmation journal or talking about feelings, they land better. They build on that calmer physiological state. The child learns to self-soothe both externally, using their space or tools, and internally with their thoughts and coping strategies.
That's powerful. It sounds like this whole approach, it's not about getting it perfect overnight, is it?
Not at all. That's maybe the biggest takeaway. This is a journey of love and critically observation. It's not about achieving some ideal sensory room. It's about making small, intentional shifts that add up. And recognizing that needs change. What works today might need tweaking next month, or even next week if they're sick or stressed.
So stay flexible. Keep watching.
Yes. Be responsive. You have to trust your instincts. Parents often feel they need the expert answer, but honestly, you watching your child, seeing what helps them, you become the expert on your child's unique needs.
That's such an important reminder. It really is about those small, intentional shifts, the constant observation, building that safe harbor piece by piece so your child can really flourish. And remembering you are the expert on your child. And hey, don't forget to grab the sensory-friendly home toolkit. It's got the sensory profile checklist we mentioned, a blueprint for the calm down corner, loads more activities, and other really helpful stuff. You can find it at angels-awesomebooks.com.
Which really brings us to a final thought for you listening. We've unpacked quite a bit here. So thinking about your child, your home, what's one small intentional shift you could make, maybe even starting today, to begin building that safe harbor for them?
Thanks for listening to Angel's Awesome Minds podcast. Don't forget to visit Angel's Awesome Books at angels-awesomebooks.com for more tips and resources.